State your name and that we have your permission to, like put this video on our website or on our YouTube channel or not. So.
Can I just ask one thing with that?
Yeah,
put
sure.
it on the website, just if my name doesn't appear in text attached to it.
Okay.
I teach 14-year-olds, I just don't,
right. Mm-hmm.
I don't want to argue,
right.
School wouldn't fire me over this, but
right,
they would
right.
laugh a lot.
Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, and so, the disclaimer part won't be in the video that's shown.
That's perfect.
Yeah,
that's
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm Susan Groppe, and I give my permission for this to be on the Circlet website or YouTube or promotional purposes. Should I start?
Sure. There you go.
I am trying to remember exactly when I started working at Circlet. It was, I think, my junior year in college. I heard about the internship. I don't remember that either. Something to do with this. Oh, because I was in the Science Fiction Association.
Mm-hmm.
The appeal for me was getting to learn about science fiction publishing. I will admit I did not entirely understand what I was getting into with the erotica aspect of it. One of the great joys working at Circlet, if I'm going to be honest, was seeing every year the new crop of interns. There was always one person who was like me and hadn't fully understood what they were getting in for.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone adjusted very quickly. It's fun work. What I remember most about working at Circlet was how fun it was and how cozy it was. Kind of going up to the attic, and I remember actually kind of slogging through snow to get there in the winter and kind of pulling up in the attic and how friendly everything was. And the cats were running around, and one day one of the cats got trapped under a cardboard box and just ran back and forth on the floor trying to get out from under the box. And that was good. Working at Circlet taught me a lot about editing. You learned very quickly how to tell a good story from a bad story. And I learned over the course of the couple of years that I worked there to trust my instincts. To tell that if I knew in the first page or two that the story wasn't any good, it really wasn't going to get better. It was also where I learned that a lot of people don't really read guidelines. And so we would get stories, again, sometimes very well written stories that just were not what we needed. It taught me a lot about editing, and those skills went on to help me in a lot of other ways. Also, I don't want to embarrass you while you're right there, working with Cecilia was amazing. Working with Cecilia taught me not just to trust my instincts on whether a story was good, but how to turn it into a better story. Also how to put books together. That was a skill. We did everything. We did the copy editing, we did the layout, we did the page proofs, we did the cover design. I, once or twice a week was down in the basement packaging things to send out to mail order customers. I learned to process orders, to do inventory. It was kind of full service small publishing, and I loved everything about it. If I hadn't, on graduating college, needed a full-time job with a full-time salary, I would have stayed at Circlet forever. So, thank you, and happy 20 years.